All right. Time for week 4. Hooray. Exciting week 4. I think the battle pass came out today. Let's look at the battle pass. I mean, I already know most of it, except for the dates. So let's see. Battle pass. This starts today, the Fallen City. And random queues, major encounters. Same difference. That's the last one. It's gonna go January 3rd and up to February 7th. So ideally, by February 7th, we'll have some details on the next module. Which, does this line up with this? Let's see. It doesn't. This will end sooner. Actually, so today, right? And then 6 weeks from now. This will go longer than the earliest possible non-accelerated, if there's any way to accelerate, Northdark reaches thing. Let's take a look. I've seen these already because they're moving away from unique rewards, which is very safe. Hey, Foxy. Did you just give me a new name? I kind of like it. Now the question is, would you be like coffers and say mackers instead of markers or makers? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If you're like coffers, there's a chance he might say makers or mackers, and then some would be just like, what the heck is makers? That's a word. Like, I don't get it. I was just talking to Coffers and Son, but it's like a creator. Yeah. Let's see. Or Foxy. You know I do enjoy English. It could be like meet your maker, you know? Like oh, by the way, on that note, did you start Dragonflight? Is it called Dragonflight? It's been 1 day, right? Dragonflight launched yesterday, didn't it? November 28th. Oh, okay. Well, you're gonna have to give me some screenshots of what, like, today. Take 1 or 2 screenshots of your favorite thing. Oh, okay. So give me a screenshot of some dragons or something, because I want to see the dragons. I really I like the dragons in World of Warcraft, like their lore and stuff. Check your stream. Hold up. Let me see. 1 second. Hold up, Foxy. Oh, wow. Wait, where is this? Where are you at right now? Wow, this place is really pretty. Oh, okay. I just saw your map briefly. That is beautiful. I like the symmetry. I like round buildings. Round buildings are fantastic. That's really cool. Well, you're gonna have to take a picture of a dragon for me too. Like a dragon that's specifically introduced in it. I like dragons a lot, but I think World of Warcraft, it's a little biased because I grew up first with Blizzard's universe, but I like the place, the type, the thing that dragons are in Warcraft. I like where a dragon is in the hierarchy of Warcraft lore compared to like Tolkien dragons and whatnot. I really enjoy Blizzard's take on dragons. The Witcher has an interesting take on dragons too, but There aren't many dragons in The Witcher, like not yet anyways. But they talk about dragons a lot. All right, so let's evaluate this battle pass. They strayed away, of course, as expected, inappropriately. Vanity pet, I guess that's something that can be unique. What do you get in this menu? Oh, just all the previous stuff? Okay, there isn't a unique vanity pet here. Yeah, there isn't. So all these are can be acquired already or previously. And yeah, same difference here. Wondrous item. Oh, Dragonfire is that one thing. Yeah, so these are from the previous campaign. I mean, previous battle passes. But yeah, at least they added the legendary insignia choice pack in case you don't have anything, which I still have this to illustrate the frustration of people who, I guess, or some frustration. It's kind of a moot point for me. Players that don't require. Oh, I might have discarded it. So, or it might be in the bank. But there are the older battle passes. They didn't give a consolation choice. So the mount packs and stuff, if you have all the mythic mounts, right? Or if you upkept the mythic mounts, you simply are left with a mythic mount that is, so you simply complete battle passes for nothing. Like effectively the value is lost. So they've added legendary insignia pack choice packs on the end as an option, which compels the person to at least consider buying it. This is a new-ish item, the combination upgrade token pack, but that's just another resource you can get. Legendary Northdark choice pack. Let's see. All right, so these are, but they're account bound, so that's pretty nice. I don't have a lich actually, even though I primarily tank. I don't really see it necessary to have a lich, but I'm guessing that's the same lich. Find out. Yeah, it's this one. The reduce incoming damage. It's a good pickup for me. It's a +3 tunes. That's not too bad. But it's always it's all the way in February, so all right. Battle passes. I don't imagine. Oh, the sale is still going on. That's interesting. But the question is, does the sale apply to the battle pass? Did they do it? Why is this still a thing? Oh, that's the North campaign. Never mind. I mistaken it for something else. Transmute. Desert Dancer. These are on sale. Oh, wait. I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm looking at features. Here's the battle pass. Oh, it's... Oh, no. Oh, so this is the premium pass. Wait. Wait, did they increase the price? I guess added... They did. Or was it always 1750? No, it wasn't, because they didn't add these things in it. Oh, no, they did. They did. Okay, never mind. These are the stuff you get in the pass on the bottom track. What am I doing? Yeah. Was it really 17.5 before? Well, at least there's 30% off the Black Friday or the Thanksgiving thing. This is it, right, Nora? It doesn't help that the battle pass. Oh no, yeah. All right. Well, there we go. There it is. We did it. We have the bottom track. And then basically battle passes, you buy them, you forget them. Effectively, you'll incentivize to play some stuff. So all right, let's do the 4th week of Northdark, which my first character is going to be quite different because my first character, I was testing the threshold of currency, and sure enough, yeah, it's been a while. This is Neverwinter is a gaming as a service game for the last, they've been transitioning for the last like year and a half. Foxy, they've been transitioning for a year and a half now, maybe 2 years. There's still a bunch of growing pains to get the model intact. I still think they, in my opinion, as a dev, there's still quite a bit of understanding about the philosophy or striking the balance between it. But it's been a while. Like there's been several now. Technically, the battle pass was first introduced back here, but there's been 5 now. You've also been Foxy. Like, holy, yeah, you're a normie. First, you're like a big normie. Yeah. Yeah, that is super normie. You're like way below. You're like, you're not even in. Yeah, you're not even in. What does the message say? It probably says you're normal. Like you have things that the likelihood of having that chart means that you are probably overlapping with a lot of other things. So yeah, you're just moderate. So you don't really have, it does look like you have a slight imbalance. Like what I mean is specific to all those things probably deal with social anxiety. However, that doesn't necessarily mean anything about the if you have a true imbalance that's associated with it. So moderate just means like it's a very unlikely case. It's just what the normalized standard is. It's not to say that, I know we're using the word normie, but you're statistically average. Whether that's normal or not is, a matter of perspective. But what to you, there are going to be way more people that are relatable to you. That's how we would like to interpret normalization, right? You are a normie in the sense that there are way more people alive on this planet that can relate to you. The crazier filled that graph, that pie chart is, the less likely you're going to meet someone who knows exactly how you feel or can empathize with you. So if you're wondering why Sun and I can't relate to you, it's because we're probably statistically very different from each other. And the talking points that Sun and I overlap with, those are the points that I tend to focus on already. So it's just something interesting. It came out recently, so it was kind of a fun exam, like a test to do. So yeah, cool, huh? I like the representation, the presentation, and the way they're scoring it. The methodology is very sound. So yeah, you're super normie. Welcome, Coffers. You are someone who does not I don't know how to say this, but because you are statistically average, you are so also unlikely to excel at any particular thing, but you are also unlikely to underperform. Those are the flip sides, right? You are very unlikely to underperform at a lot of tasks, but you are also unlikely to excel at any of them as well. So you kind of want, in my opinion, a working environment or a lifestyle that is very well-rounded, in my opinion. That would, if you want to glean some meaningful message from what you just taken, is that you're looking for variety often. That makes you comfortable. Variety gives you comfortability. On the contrast, both Sun and I find it uncomfortable for variety, but we both have a startling different approach to how to achieve satisfaction from our uncomfortable variety. So I interpret it as an opportunity for gains. So while variety makes me uncomfortable, I get a reward that's equivalent to the uncomfortableness. Sun gets more reward from being comfortable. So he's comfortably consistent with various things. Good luck, Foxy. Remember to take a picture of a dragon for me. I guess if you can't find any pictures, I guess you're the most likely to find, like, you probably won't find you probably find Alex Straza or something. Alex is probably an easy find in Dragonflight. Oh, how about try finding if there's a picture of Ysera. Give me a screenshot of Ysera, Foxy. Good luck. Enjoy the new Warcraft expansion. Anyways, all right. So here's the thing. I sped up my weekly stuff because I was kind of low-key farming currency so I can buy companion gear. So we already have this stacked up. Yeah, Ysera. The Emerald Dream, Foxy. I like Ysera's design. And of course, the Emerald Dream is an amazing place in Warcraft. All right. So we can turn these all in right away because I was technically low-key farming the currencies in order for me to fill out my companion slots on my main character, so I can one of my main characters, I steadily stopped farming for more currency after the first one. So I at least got like these 3 pieces, right? Whoops. What the? Like these 3 pieces. The brilliant belts of champion, like 3 of them. And then I stopped because you don't have enough of these pins to actually buy 3 more, because I'm a try-roll person, so I need to buy. I only have hybrid characters, so all the characters require 2 sets of companion gear. That's a tough ask. That's a really tough ask, especially when the weekly haul doesn't increase. One of my biggest criticisms about this design is this. This is the most severe and unapologetic way of time gating things, even in gear progression. With that said, I guess I can buy. I can only buy 2 this week, so it requires the 5th week to buy enough for 2 roles for dual role characters. If you're a singular role, sure, yeah. I mean, the majority of players are singular role players in this game. They're still the legacy players that do the approach where if you're good at one thing, play to your strengths instead of rounding your character, your skill set, which is kind of what most people have time for. So, you know, given the pragmatism, it's very practical. I mean, I have a lot of time, so let's see, Tuesdays are not getting too crowded anymore, but it's still pretty crowded, and it's understandable because they freaking time gated the stuff to smithereens, so it's understandable. Although with this said, I've already gotten a half start, and then the other my second character have a semi half start too, but they have to do all the main the milestone quests, which I did last week just to see what it's about. But this week is literally identical to last week, which is not helpful. Oh, are you sure this guy? Can you not hit that hard, please? I was clearly here first, just saying. I still have to kill bullets. Is it gonna be like forever? Let me see. I think the next milestone's actually, oh yeah, it's gonna be 2 weeks before we see something new. So this week, not too surprising. Let's see how long it takes. Back to a couple minutes. Because World of Warcraft had something fun out. I wanted to ask Foxy about it. He's the person I know best about World of Warcraft. I should kill this guy for the heroic encounter. Listen, Coffers. If you had friends to play World of Warcraft habitually, you would too. You know this to be true, Coffers. Uh-oh. I think I'm gonna die here. Rip. Thanks. I wasn't even paying attention. It's all your fault. I'm gonna go back and kill it. Yeah. Sure. Go back and kill it. You still wouldn't? Yeah, I guess there's the monetary concern, right? But listen, the question is, did you ever had friends that were that consistent yet, though? That's the better question. Because you were willing to buy battle passes. Just saying. You were even willing to play Final Fantasy 14. The question is, since you're a statistically average person, right? Would a very committal friend, of which at the moment I have yet to see, be all the encouragement you need to shift your entire life's prospects? Wait, does this guy summon anything if I pull them away? Interesting. Oh, it does summon new peepos. Oh, that's a mistake right there. Oh, can't do it. Feels bad, man. Leave me alone. Only one? I'm not sure if I've ever heard this one person. You know, I don't want to use life stones, so just skip that. I don't have any way of establishing combat advantage. We'll just avoid that. Most of my resources are in Sentinel. I mean, I guess you could just... It'd be wise if I do it in Sentinel, but because you barely play with them. That's the committal thing, though. That's what I'm talking about, being committal to this stuff, Coffers. It's literally what I'm saying that you lack at the moment. But it's not to say that you want committal stuff. But since it hasn't happened, not entirely sure how you would react at the moment. If you know what I mean. I got a text message. Yeah, so that's describing not what I'm talking about. It's just it's demonstrating what I'm talking about, though. Like lacking a friend that has committal priorities. So it'd be interesting. I don't actually genuinely know, since you don't experience that yet. I mean, technically you do. But, I mean, it's Sun's committal to Osu, so good luck. I like, technically you do have someone, but I think that's that's a statistically rare situation. I mean, I'm pretty committal to things too, but committal people, you have to be coincidentally also interested and committed to the same thing, which is relatively difficult to match in this case. So I guess what I'm saying is, you haven't necessarily, perhaps the friend that you're talking about is the friend that matches your personality, like statistically average kind of thing. So it's ideal. But at the moment, right, the thing I'm describing is possibly the thing you don't attract or participate in. Without, like, whether you know it or not, right? Self-awareness tends to come with time. But in general, like, you're comparing extremes, right? If you want to compare extreme, you would compare something like Sun's commitment to Osu and your commitment to anything else. Which, honestly, I can't match either. I do not match in that way. That's a hard sale. I'm committed to the 80th percentile. Spiders. All you have to do, just practice a billion times, you know? Do what Sun does. Actually, I didn't really check what approach you would be most efficient at. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure if you're a bootstrapping kind of guy. I don't think that's accurate. There isn't anything that would indicate to me that bootstrapping is the way to efficiently engage you into self-improvement. Because if it was, you probably have a degree by now. Like, you know, we have to be honest with ourselves, right? If bootstrapping was your approach to efficiency, the formal education system would probably work to your advantage. But since it does not work to your advantage at the moment, like, strictly, it's an alternative approach. You're still looking for that alternative approach to how you can balance between Which one is this? You're supposed to rescue. Is this bugged? Oh my gosh. This encounter is bugged. Amazing. Wow, it really truly is bugged. Huh. Okay. Well, there's a bug for the record books. The myconoids don't spawn sometimes. There. Interesting. I wasn't aware that was a thing. There you go. Consider it bug reported. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna report it formally. I've already done this, attempted to do this a bunch of times. Doesn't work. It's more of an inconvenience than a game breaking thing, so naturally speaking, you just lose some of your time and call it a day and switch to an instance, and it'll remediate itself. It's low priority is how I would say. Oh no, wait, that guy actually waited. It spawned at some point. It didn't spawn on my screen, so there you go. Silver lining. You get credit as long as you like participate in it and stay within the zone most of the time. For chest. Right. Really, dude? Okay. All right. We do need to kill a few of these fungal. We need a few more fungal currency because of the companion gear. Okay. 2 more to go. We killed 2 encounters, and I think we're done with the first character. We gotta do this thing though. But before we do that, we need to find another chest. I mean, so many. Oh, on the map that you can play in the words of the sun, just feel it. You just gotta feel it. You know, cozy up to the burst. Just gotta get hip. What you guys tell me every day. Just get hip. Ah, man, I have to kill spiders. I just saw that quest tracker. Alright. At least we know now. We just will hit these sacks. Just stir up these sacks and then get 2 spiders. Unless someone goes around and kills all of them, which could very well delay us by another 10 minutes. Oh, but we can grab this. Is there another way? No? Okay. Cool. Alright. I just need to tag one more thing, huh? Give me these spiders. Looking for the sacks. Where are my sacks? You disturbed one of my sacks, you stereotypical blade master. You're looking forward to it? Are you actually playing it, or are you looking forward to Sun playing it? How, in what form are you looking forward to playing it? Oh, that was a lot of latency. You bought it yourself? That's a thing that you would buy? Oh. Huh. Interesting. That's information I could use. Huh. Fair enough. I think we're done with this character after this. After we do this. I should have taken like, whoops. I feel like I'm squishier than usual. Yep. This is Neverwinter. Minimal change from week to week. Well, you just do an all-nighter and then go to class, right? And then all of class, you just think about playing more. There you go. That's passion in a nutshell. I say it simply because that was my youth back then. Sleep was for the weak. Are you weak, coffers? Hmm? They're kind of pushing boomer territory though, so probably take care of your health. You value your sheets a lot? Oh, I did not value my sheets when I was younger, that's for sure. It's healthy. It's healthy to value your sheets. Very healthy. I can't quite relate even to this day, but I've heard it's nice. I have heard that people who value their sheets tend to have an overall higher quality, perceived higher quality of life. So, or at least satisfaction from life. So there you go. I mean, it's debatable for those who are hypertensive, but that's a perspective shift, right? But can't empathize with that. I can certainly appreciate the statistics. You have the natural tendency of valuing something that is very healthy for the biological human. That's kind of redundant. Humans are biological. I guess what I really meant to say is just being human as an organism. Nothing metaphysical though. If you start going into the metaphysical territory, you're gonna have like those motivational speakers who like live and die by 12 cups of coffee a day and find incredible satisfaction, etc. It's like, yeah, that's fair. It's not statistically average though. I mean, they want it to be. You know, you have like a bunch of those motivational speakers like, oh, suck it up, you can be like me, hop on caffeine and all that stuff. It's like, yeah, but you know, that's motivational speaking. It goes against statistical averages. It can go against statistical averages. In this case, that very specific example does go against what the current empirical science would suggest. But if you fit in there, right, the metaphysical part, like if you're one that thrives on that, you know, it is kind of interesting, because if I had to be pragmatic about it, Sun actually holds himself back because he doesn't take up coffee and stuff like that. I don't, but you know, it's a balance of what makes you satisfied and what makes you insecure, right? And caffeine and coffee and stuff is insecure, creates enough insecurities that one can choose not to. Pragmatically speaking, right? If you were trying not to be emotional about it and understand how caffeination works, and you have like a perspective and a mindset of someone who's purely pragmatic, coffee every hour. And you might be thinking, how does that work? Like, what if you die earlier? You know, like, what if you lose the utility of your life? Yeah, but what is another 10 years of subpar living and 10 years of absolute peak performance? That's what you're asking for to compare in a value system in a metaphysical way. You can generally make arguments about quote unquote the facts and the statistics, which insist a fact, you know, like it would suggest facts, but then we interpret those facts, right? We have to interpret those facts. Value is quite subjective in this case. So you have to ask yourself, losing your heart, right? Losing utility in your heart. Do you want peak life and satisfaction in the times of your height? Would you exchange that time for that? A lot of times, like the healthiness fad and whatnot tends to be healthy in the saying of physical health. And yes, physical health is remarkably, you know, easy to, like, a way to intuit, but mental health is not a way. It's not very easily intuited. And you know, that's why a lot of these different approaches to life exist. They coexist. You know, those who live on the fast lane and those who don't. And you don't really get a choice of trying both a lot of times. So it kind of sucks, right? We don't get to hit the reset button and see what happens in both storylines, so to speak. You gotta make your choice now. For me, I didn't take up that type of thing, but I have drank caffeine though. I have experimented with caffeine. I still use caffeine like in a moderated form to reduce the amount of time it takes to get early like skill sets and whatnot. So like I am willing to take caffeine in a regimented way to get the performance boost. So I would save more time covering the beginning gains with the caffeine than gaining whatever the caffeine takes away from my life. At least that's how I feel about it. So like my overperformance, my caffeinated performance 3 times a week outweighs me doing the performance 7 times a week or every day. That time I save, in my opinion, I get more value by the time I save than the time perhaps I may have lost due to moderate caffeination. Is how and it's difficult to evaluate if that is ever true, you know, like it's difficult because you're a case study of your own. However, that is how I interpret my value system. And then, you know, there's going to be some person that comes in and say, but research says this. It's like, well, how are you interpreting the research? Because you're interpreting it in a manner that's trying to gaslight me to thinking that I've made life decisions that I don't value myself. And a lot of times, one of the easily hallmarks of a person looking for righteous indignation and the moral high ground is someone that tells you, well, that's not healthy. All I'm telling you is I care about you. The statistics that I cherry picked shows that I care about you because I want to tell you to stop doing this stuff. Right? Like, no, that's actually, I will counter gaslight you and say that telling someone how they interpret your actions is not going to get them to believe you, generally speaking, anymore. And often one has to acknowledge that human condition is inward looking first. So your motivation is to be right about the thing being unhealthy. In a way, it can go even deeper than that. That person's trying to convince themselves that they're not missing out on anything. And also have another friend that would confer their lifestyle choices to solidify and create more solidarity for their life choices. That's a deep cut, but it's usually the case. I'm not saying it's always the case. It's just when you read into how fervently someone objects to another person's lifestyle, it often goes deeper than that. A lot of times, it might even be a request for bond, you know, or friendship or understanding. A lot of times. So I say this with as considerate as I can possibly be in this case. While they mean well for your health, it's like a bigger picture than that. They're also looking for affirmation of their own actions and also satisfaction of their own satisfaction of helping someone they care about. So sometimes arguably most of the time is about yourself. And I don't think that should be stigmatized or demonized, which is how a lot of current social media would suggest that's unacceptable. What? It's unacceptable to be human? That kind of sucks, considering we're born human. That's kind of how I feel about that stuff. Like demonizing actions that we live and think about all the time. I prefer to go the route of understanding them. Like, understanding them can lead to compromises, proper communication and understanding, tolerance, etc. Right? So my life in terms of that case, like what I'm doing right now, bootstrapping a game that I have played. We're crossing the 10k hour mark. What you call it? It comes with a lot of meaning and value, but I don't require anyone to actually see it. For myself though. But if you're a person that does, that shouldn't be demonized either, in my opinion. Metaphysical stuff, absolutely. Like medical metaphysical stuff, like for all that stuff, definitely gaslighting is a concern. But you are in control of that. Hopefully, you are in control of that. Now, physical stuff, trying to inform metaphysical stuff, that's kind of where it gets shady, quite shady. And I think there's not enough differentiation between using physical or like quote unquote factual stuff to inform or create metaphysical truths. Like when someone goes into a stream and say, how could you possibly like playing this game? Well, I don't have to answer that. I'm playing the game now. And does it look like I dislike it? Or does it look like I like it? First of all, sometimes someone thinks someone else likes something just because they're doing it. Before you use your logic and try to apply logic with some facts, like statistically people do things they like with higher frequency. That's a fact, I guess, more or less. And then use logic like, okay, well then if I see someone playing something, they must obviously like it. Like that is an interpretation of probability. And no, I'm not a person. Like it's an interpretation of metaphysics, right? Do I have a high frequency of doing something that I like? Absolutely. But logic would not dictate that when you see me doing the thing I'm doing, I would logically like it. It's very likely to happen. But you can't interpret a person's actions without confirming the actions. So now, what does that mean? What am I ranting about? I'm ranting about the idea that people project a lot. Like, they project their self a lot onto another person. And am very insecure about knowing or accepting that is very reasonable for someone to do that. So they find a lot of times people find it unacceptable and shameful even to presume something erroneously, but not just pretend like it doesn't happen just to save face. And my argument is you don't have to save face. We all do it. Or we, as human beings, we are likely to participate in this behavior. And it's very understandable. One could even say, instead of feeling like you save face, you could just simply say, oh yeah, you know, yeah, these things happen. We are all in line. But often it's one person either being offended because they don't really appreciate the human condition yet, or the person who is making the presumption becomes defensive and doubles down on their assumptions. Either way, it involves demonizing something that happens in the human condition. Like it is very human and should be mutually understandable that when someone tries to open up to another person or share something, they're talking about themselves, even if they don't say it. In my opinion, I most of the time they're talking about themselves. So for example, someone who can mean well is like, oh yeah, you shouldn't drink a lot of caffeinated beverages. It'll do X, Y, and Z, right? The actual phrasing, in my opinion, in the intent is, I don't do that stuff because I think based on what I wanted to see it doesn't make people happy in the long run. That's kind of what I mean. It's like, don't use you when you're talking about the metaphysical, because you don't know. You don't really know until you ask. You can choose to take a gamble, right? You can choose to take a gamble, for sure. And if it lands, heck, you might find your best friend, right? But if you're going off statistics, the chances of you being incorrect is so much more likely than banking on one assumption. You could still take a statistical approach and say like, oh yeah, well, this person is streaming this stuff. I have like a 60 to 70% chance to catch this person doing what they like and not playing a new game, right? Not playing a new game. But you see, that's what happened yesterday. And I probably came off very cold. Without a doubt, I probably came off very cold, assertive, because I said this a lot. I rehearsed this a lot. Stranger comes in, projects themselves, and they thought inwardly. It's like, that's great. In fact, it's an approach that differentiates between streamers. One that is often outwardly looking and one that is inwardly looking. If you have comments like, oh, well, this is my channel, I do what I want to do because I am your privilege. I am giving you the privilege to hear my opinions and stuff. It's like, that's just an inwardly looking person. I don't particularly find that offensive. However, you can have people like, but the reality is the audience is the one to, it's like, yeah, well, there's some pragmatism and logic behind that. But if you want to simplify such a complex environment and human aspect into those compartmentalized, I can agree with that too. I can get down with that. That's assuming no other variables are confounding this interpretation. Now, if someone was asking me for a deep cut, then it's a resounding no. That is very myopic or short-sighted. It's very short-sighted. And I don't think it's a bad or a good thing. I think being short-sighted has its pros and cons, and being very considerate. I don't honestly think there is a characteristic of human behavior that is a panacea for the human condition. That it's ironic. It's kind of like a paradox. If you can't appreciate that, then you can't appreciate the human condition. Trying to say what you can and cannot do physically, that's fair. Fair game, because that's the physical world and there's some bounds of the physical universe. But when you talk about metaphysics, something that's beyond that, how you feel about something, what your goals are, that kind of thing, yeah, I am not that bold. But I can tell you that is something people that is like the merchandise or the entertainment or service people are providing now. What you should and should not do or feel about. Like, for example, I wouldn't advise jumping off a cliff. As a human being, I would not advise jumping off a cliff. However, even then, metaphysically, you could have people bungee jumping and stuff, you know, and whatnot. It could be great. It could be a wonderful. But pragmatically speaking, like, what's the functionality of jumping off a cliff? You know? Right? Like, if you want to be so logic and stuff, I mean, This is where I go into like a nerd rant on Star Trek or something, talking about the idiosyncrasies of removing the human part from a logical species. I think we're a species that strives to be logical, but it also benefits from being illogical. It also, you know, pros and cons, right? It can be a weakness as well, but it's a facet of humans. I think a lot of times people try to demonize the human part instead of trying to be understanding. I cannot find myconoids in here. Man, the Strider, they added this Strider quest to the loop after you reach a certain milestone, and it is the pits, man. And when I mean the pits, I mean Strider spawns only in 3 places, and it's hecka annoying. Like, this guy is literally coming here to look at that Strider spawn. I know exactly what that dude is doing, exactly what I'm doing. Freaking 3 Strider spawns in this whole area. I mean, you might as well instance sleep, but I guess I think I'm done here. I just need these myconoids. And then we'll save the encounter credit week. Speed it up by 25%. But yeah, by 25%. It's not always correlated with age, but it's a oh wait, no. I didn't screw up. I didn't finish the encounter thing. I thought I screwed up just for a moment there. Don't want to do that. Alright. More age, you know, the older you are, the more likely you to pick up more perspectives because of happenstance of exposure to perspective. What am I doing? Why am I looking at this screen? I think we're at 100. Hot dog. Another day, another week, another 100. All right. Let's go to the next hot dog. It's about time to practice that map pool again. Have you evaluated, golfers? Have you tried to evaluate what your approach is? That you genuinely have you attempted to modify your approach to practicing stuff mechanically recently, or are you still going at it with the college try and see what happens? Okay. All right. So how many things we get to do here? Sun is kind of looking like just in general, you know, experimenting. Oh wait, do this stuff? Certain heroic encounters? Wait, that didn't count? Oh, it's a major heroic encounter. Or I guess. Alright. 30. So what, we can get 50 off the bat if we... Okay. Let's try this. Actually, I guess we can do... Is this the main quest? We'll tackle all of them as we're going. You should play a map, Coffers, just as a boon, you know? I kind of, is there a roster list of the 64 teams that were, or 60 teams? I thought I saw the number 64 somewhere, but the ones that made the cut, that qualified, the team pool. I'm kind of curious how were there any like surprises? All right, seems reasonable. Have you seen him? Have you had any metrics that tell you it's working? Don't you dare just say no because you're washed. That's not sufficient. I'm what? Oh my. Listen, that's what we were chatting about before you asked about Killing Floor 2. I wonder where the corrupted priest spawn points are. Kind of hard to tell which one are the corrupted priests. We kind of need these fungals. Man, so for tri-rolled hybrid player, they require 6 times 8, 18. 18 divided by 4. 4.5 million AD just to get combat. Just to get companion gear from this. To put it into perspective, that's about like $25 worth of actual. If we were to equate it to like value playtime, about $25. Okay, so you got some indicators of improvement. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, okay, I see. How many times have you played the map pool already? Dark on 15. Am I in 15? I'm probably not in 15. I swapped to a low pop instance. And yet, I'm still, you can stand there. I don't think anyone's gonna help you though. Or get to a more populated instance, my friend. Wait, is this 15 though? Gee, someone just came through here and it looks like a Blade Master. Today is day 2. Alright. How long do you have? Do you have like a week? You know, I'm still not quite sure which one the priests are. So there was a priest in there. Are the corrupted priests the channeling ones? It doesn't actually literally say priest. Yeah. Yeah, they don't literally say priest on them. No, never mind. There wasn't an actual priest in there. See you. I need to scope out these names. Warden, Rot Warden. Okay. Do wardens count? Let's bootstrap this. Let's actually pay attention to the names. Is there a priest in here? There is not. Oh, there is one. Maybe it's the Rot Wardens? Alright, so let's confirm. A group with a Rot Warden in it. Someone came through here already and cleared all the mobs for the unpopular quest. Let's see. Sprout. There's a Rot Warden. Okay, so we just PogChamp this guy to the face, right? It's the Rot Warden. Okay, so the Rot Warden are the priests. Obviously, it wasn't made clear, as per usual. I'm looking for Rot Wardens, huh? Still need this, dude. Companion gear is bound on pickup now. Wait, actually, I better double check that. Is it? Pretty sure it is. Another way to artificially inflate. Yes. And more or less make it less likely. I think it's counterintuitive. A lot of times people would think like, hey, if you force bound on pickup, you would have people desperate enough to play multiple tunes in order to get, but addressing the motivational issue has very little to do with how restrictive you place them. I mean, you could condition new players to that expectation. At the same time, the current player pool is going to be even less likely to be motivated. It's kind of like a catalyzed chemical reaction. First, you have to get over the barrier. Then you can tweak how much you want to expand the energy, right? How much you want to push the energy. But if you don't get over the activation energy, you're dude, back off. Actually, there aren't any wardens here. Maybe this guy counts. I have an aversion to other Justicars because they play like doofuses. Shade. Yeah, like that. Just spam. Hooray. Kudos to you. Can you leave me alone now? I'm just looking for wardens. You can have those things. Neat. Let's go in a different direction. You have a 1v1 on Saturday? What the heck? What happened to your other collab thing? Oh, it's this Sunday for your team thing. Okay. I might as well just clear these. Wardens have like very few spawn points. Or maybe even they're restricted on spawn points and random spawning. Just one of those mobs. Keep inflating the timer. Yep. Someone had a different perspective on it. They had a silver lining in which they noticed that the weekly haul doesn't increase. So their perspective was that oh, that just means you have to do less each week. But yeah, that's one way to look at it. It's understandable. Pragmatically speaking, the question is irrelevant. If the weekly haul, that silver lining is irrelevant. If that weekly haul was 150, you can still choose to only do 100 and you will still have less to do. So that is what I call the human condition. Looking at silver linings when it's a moot point. A very influential person too, so to speak. In the grand scheme of things. That's warping logic. But, you know, if people are relying you on logic, I imagine they wouldn't have stuck around for so long. A person's counter argument to my criticism that the weekly haul was an increase was that, like, oh yeah, but then it'll force people to do more. Nothing's forcing you to do more when you're given the option to do more. You're concerning yourself with your obligations, which is metaphysical. I'm not here to convince you that you don't feel like you don't have a choice. But don't tell me that it's logical when it isn't. Logic doesn't answer to emotions. Or logic tries not to answer to emotions, but if a human tries to apply logic, there's a little incy bit touch of emotion, at least. At minimum. Or more. Like there's my suggestion and criticism is inclusive of yours. It's not exclusive. Meanwhile, this person is trying to counter argue me with something that's exclusive. It's like, I'm not disagreeing with you, but my options include your perspective. It doesn't exclude your perspective. Meanwhile, telling me that my criticism is not valid because not everyone wants to do that much work. Well, not everyone has to choose to do that much work. The developers have decided for the people who are not included how much work they can do. Just so happens it's satisfactory to you, and then somehow you want to be nice about it, right? Be nice. That's great. Nice isn't logical. It's not objective. I can be nice too. But it doesn't change the fact that if you had an option to do both, it's inclusive of both. People who want to farm more and people who don't. Are you trying to make this competitive? Like, is it a race? Well, that's up to the people. That's up to the person that tried to counter argue with me. If it's a race, then by all means, feel obligated. Complain about that you feel it's bad to have higher weekly hauls. That's fair. I'm all for you. Alright, good luck with your playing, Gophers. Hopefully it provides fruitful a map or two that you may want to play for the tourney. Thanks for hanging out. I'll talk to you later. Probably relatively soon. Because we're like about a halfway point here. Good luck, good luck. plus doors. What the heck are doors? Not the name of a quest, is it? 2 spots. Doors. Not a major. Prison break. Bungle. No. Maybe doors is like the new story? The new tower? Why am I still here? Right. So we can also cash in on these mainline quests. Right here. Weapon cat. And something else that I can't see because tracking is annoying. Alright. Doesn't help with the tracking. Hey. We just get like the freebie. Might as well spread out those like mainline quests for the next 2 weeks. Just cache them on their easiness, because they just go to point A and go to point B. And then one like last thing, I'm guessing it's the door thing. Actually, it can't be the door thing. My first tune didn't have a weekly repeatable, unless I was blind. That could be it though. I might have not been paying attention. So what, we need 6 times 5. We need 30 fungals per character. At least to get 2 sets of companion gear. Where am I at right now? 25? I'm pretty close. At least we can get a secondary utility tank and healer up. Oh, I need to kill spiders. I mean, we have to clear these anyways because of the cache. Nice to have spiders in these groups. Thank you, game. No spiders. Okay. Oh, wait. I guess we can... Oh. Put the heroics down, but it's okay. Much spiders. Give me them spiders. Okay. Nice. Oh, we finished a heroic encounter thing too. Ow. Oh, no, we didn't. I just stopped tracking it because it was annoying. Free prisoners. Is there anything else? Not the chest. Maybe it's a spider? It's drow. Okay. This is actually the fastest combination. Prisoners and... Oh, actually, no. Investigation is even faster. And of course, there's some other dude. Blade Master? No. Not a Blade Master. Oh, hey. Give me this encounter. Did you already kill the rest? You're missing one, Chief. Where did you knock it? Or that could happen. I didn't see a notification. I might have missed it. That's honestly kind of like... That would be pretty scummy, in my opinion. If there's like a 10% chance it doesn't drop a currency for kill. I think it's 100% though. I wonder if I can get away with using a combat companion again. It'd be kind of nice. In my opinion, support classes like the tank and the healer role require an offset, a stat offset for allowing active companions. Most of the augmentation tends to be for a defensive rounding stat, which in this game is often very non-functional except for very specific cases. Basically a boss that hits very hard. And since it's a specific case use, it ultimately feels a lot worse utility wise or diminished return in investment whenever someone has to run a tank or a healer. Just comparing the value propositions, the perspective on how it feels too. You can normalize it by only playing healers and normalize it by only playing tanks. That's fair. But I kind of get really tired of people forgetting that perspective is only limited to their experiences. So you generally have like the gatekeeper who says like, I never have a problem with X, Y, and Z. It's like, well, you never had a perspective check on more than one perspective other than your main task. So yeah, I'm not surprised you don't have a problem. That kind of thing. Not saying they shouldn't have it. It's very reasonable they did. But then the gatekeepers will go out of their way to diminish the concerns of other people who don't gatekeep on a singular role. And you pass it off as very understanding or knowing the truth about the game. Well, the truth is in the eye of the beholder when it comes to the enjoyment of a game. It's satisfactory to you. Clearly evaluate the extent of your wisdom. Yeah, the one person, you know, come in, dabble in tanks, dabble as a casual, and then you have a gatekeeper that just comes in and says, I never have this. Here are my stats. And here's this thing, and so on. It's like, all right, well, that person still has that issue, whether you exist or not. You can certainly make a case for being reasonable, but not once does generally speaking, gatekeepers don't often first demonstrate they actually understand what that person is trying to say before invalidating everything they say. So if you're commanding mutual respect because you're quote unquote an experienced player and that's your credibility, it's like, well, your credibility is only refractory to the credibility you give to the other person, in my opinion. So if you speak to them disrespectfully by ignoring or not even acknowledging what they're saying, how do you expect, no matter how much credibility you have, to even command the attention of the person? It's like, no, you're wrong. I never had issues with this. In fact, I could do this without all these other things. It's like, well, That's good for you. But you haven't even once demonstrated you actually listened and comprehended the person you're trying to explain things to. Perhaps that may be the first thing one may consider to do. It's just a suggestion. I mean, those people who don't like you will not like you, and that's fair. And if you're happy with that, that's perfectly fine too. If you scare the player away and you don't care about the player and that player leaves, then you accomplish your task. If your goal was to keep the player playing, then I would probably strongly advise you to recondition your approach to trying to be informative. Kind of like those people who say like, I care about you. That's why I'm telling you the harsh truth that you suck. Like, well, it's both. It's a hard truth, it's mean, and the person probably won't listen to you. And no, you don't really care about them. You care that you care about that person. But it doesn't have to be like bad or anything. It's just what you think. It's like, that's fair. The person will move on, never talk to you again, and if you feel bad about that, then that was on you. If you don't feel bad about it, then yeah, it's mutual. That person moves on, you move on. That's great. However, to expect that other person to not behave statistically normal like yourself, that's an ideal world. Whenever I read about the feedbacks, when I go into the threads on feedbacks on Neverwinter, like whenever something shows up, there are very few people. I have read a few. There were some shining moments, and I can probably count them on my hand, where an acknowledgement and a background of understanding, demonstration of understanding of the arguments and criticisms is established before someone goes on their agenda on trying to convince someone that their idea is the better idea. Like, first describe the problem. What do you think the problem is? And then you get a response like, this game, it's like, all this stuff is trash, it's boring. That's not describing the problem. That's describing how you feel. Or what I mean by the problem is, that's not describing the problem of the game. It's describing your problem with the game. That might sound like a similar thing, but that subtle difference is a telltale sign of the motivation behind someone. Like, I think tanks are paper thin. Okay. Can you describe it? It's like, well, when I do this, it's like, well, that's definitely a case study. What is the reality? You know, then a gatekeeper pops in and says, well, the reality is most of the people who know how to tank don't have this problem. Admittedly, that there's not a bigger difference between what that other person did and what the gatekeeper did. It's still a case experience thing. There's no level of understanding between the two. And then the person will respond like, well, you have all this gear, you can't possibly understand what it's like to be a new player again. And then the gatekeeper would deflect and say the exact same thing back. Well, you can't understand until you get the gear and stuff. It's like, yep. Yep. The motivation is not about the facts or like trying to evaluate it on a non-personal basis, like on a systemic place. It's just two people talking about whose perspective is correct. Like, that's fair. Is it constructive? That's the defining feature of not being constructive. As long as they understand that. The two people arguing understand that the argument they're having is non-constructive, like in the sense of constructive criticism, then I have no reservations about their relationship with themselves and others. That's usually not the case. Many put their non-constructive criticisms and push it off as facts, like they're speaking for a bigger crowd. In general, when you're talking about feelings, what something is valuing and stuff, tread carefully when you use the word we. Who's we? It's probably just you. And what I mean is, it's probably difficult to find someone who agrees with all your points when it comes to feelings. The Northdark reach takes 10 weeks. There's no feeling there. I mean, you can tell me how you feel about that. I've already shared how I feel about it. I think it's reaching. It's too long. For like, it's reaching really terribly. But it's still 10 weeks. Regardless of how I feel, it's 10 weeks. Do tanks statistically get killed in 2 tank busters in general? Yeah, more or less. A gatekeeper saying that's not paper thin, it's just the game. That's just how the game is. Sure. That's an opinion. That gatekeeper telling the person that's what it is, and it's like, if you don't like it, don't play the game. That's gaslighting. Oh, that's called the doors. Wait. Wait, I just picked up something called the door. Oh, this must be it. The doors of... Okay, so it's the one-time thing. It's the one-time story thing. I don't think it's a repeatable. I didn't get the repeatable. Okay. The door. How many currency do I... 92? Oh, it's because of the 7, right? They give 7 on mains. Guess we'll do... it's corrupted priest again. Alright. Do this one. We'll save the other ones. It's actually pretty fast if you preload all the dailies. Because I'll do that tomorrow. I mean, I'll do that for next week. Cut down on some time. Nothing new is actually happening for another 2 weeks. Wait, this week. Yeah, for another 2 weeks, because how the system works is you hit your weekly cap, then you unlock the milestone, and you don't do the milestone. The milestone is just effectively more efficient, and it's +2 to pins as well. So it's also statistically or factually more valuable. And knowing what the milestone of milestone 3 was, it's probably also faster because they're one-offs. They have higher value, so you just save it. And I'm guessing everyone's doing doors this week because last week was the Papega week where you don't get the value of the pins. They just hold off on doing the main quest. So 2 more weeks to go before we see anything different. So this week, I'll be fair. I'll give it like a 3 out of 5. Last week was 2 out of 5 because of the realization of the, in my opinion, illogical placement of pins, having a pin cap at a milestone. But since it's the same exact identical experience, it's not a 2 out of 5. You can't really repeatedly. It's a systemic problem. So not gonna take points off for something that's carried over from the design. So 3 out of 10. So far we're seeing like 3.5. I think 3.5 is the overall feel of this free story mod change thing. I don't know what to call it. Campaign. We'll just call it a campaign. But there are 2 different types of campaigns, so this is the story campaign. I mean, the modules also have campaign. I think I'm going to continue using the term module, like a full module, and the story campaign leading up to the module. Yeah, it's pretty average. Well, this is below average so far. I think the last campaign thing was very optimistic. Dragon Slayers was quite optimistic. It was a nice risk. It was risk taking on the design. This is back to form, so it's very average. But slightly below average this time. Because the last time something like this was available was Dragon Veil. And I think the structure for Dragon Veil was 5 out of 10. It's pretty average. Nothing to write home about. Had some ups and downs, some questionable reputation, scaling, grind stuff. Like the reputation threshold was pretty high. I did it right in the first week to see how effective it is. It's pretty bad. That adjustment was one of the pros. The adjustment that they made here in this in Northdark was excellent for the encounters. I think that's a win. I hope, in my opinion, I like to think that they're gonna keep this, how the heroic encounter credit works here. It still promotes training, which is, trains are great. It's a great community building exercise, actually, to allow the formation of encounter trains. But they took away, they scaled it, in my opinion, a little bit more reasonable. Dragon Veil's trains, there were a lot of encounters. It required a lot of encounters. This, not as much. It could also mean, it's also worth noting that that's probably why the weekly haul is capped at 100. Because they wanted to extend the playtime. Making companion gear bound on pickup extended playtime as well. Or it was an attempt to extend the playtime. I think it actually probably decreased the playtime overall for players because they just can't be bothered. Meanwhile, I guess I can be bothered. Still have one more. I still have one more character. Rot Wardens. I think we have to stick to the south side of the map. Yeah, we already checked that. It's kind of like the Arachnomancers. It's worse than the Boulettes. The Boulettes are higher. It's like the Driders and Arachnomancers. They're extremely deficient. Although the Drider has 3 spawn points, and I think you need 7. For Corrupted Priest, you need 12. And the spawn rate per cluster is, and I'm pretty sure they're even restricted. Yeah, they're even restricted. Not my cup of tea. Arachnomancer, there's 4 high quality places, but you have to do it twice. So you have to at least change the instance twice. Yep. Oh, hey, someone's already here. So come on. Don't be like this. Yeah, it's restrict. It can't be there. Or at least somehow it can't be there. I don't think I need any more fungal spores. Fungal stuff. You just have to keep clearing. What are you waiting for? Darkness? You're waiting for darkness? You might want to go to a more populated instance. Oh, I can... Oh, there is a rock priest. I see it. So there is a literal priest too. But the rock warden also counts. Interestingly enough. Alright. Next one. Oh, wait. I think we're done, actually. We're done with this character. We only need 10. Neat. Okay. Oakley Dokley. I think that's good. Second character. Yep. And the coup de grace, we still have a third character. Gotta move these things. Although I do appreciate the bag updates. Bag management is wonderful. That's probably a high point. I don't necessarily consider that. I don't weigh that very heavily, considering it's a quality of life change that has a lot of legacy to it. It's very middling. What were the combinations? I think I remember the combinations. Nice. Nope. Missed on the last one. Okay. Yeah, this is good enough. I did not do this. I did not preload this. We're gonna... Maybe we should lean in on the... Oh, okay, I preloaded on some stuff. That was probably from last week. No, Arachnomancer. Myconoids and... Please not show that or this. Nothing like dropping your tune in the most populated instance by default. Oops. Just waiting to switch instances. Might as well kill some of these fungal... Get some fungal spore currency. Okay. Okay. Classic. Which instance? Dude. Can you not, dude? Can you just go somewhere else, please? Thanks. I appreciate it. Stay there, please. Alright. Went different direction. Nice. A sovereign. I wonder if a sovereign counts as a priest as well. Oh. Boulettes. Alright. I see some boulettes. Give me that boulette. Right. Plus darkness. They want to find a more populated instance. Oh, you can't actually interrupt that. Well, oh yeah, the in combat. Excuse me. Hello. There is some severe latency. I couldn't even see those. No. Bullets. Let's go smash. Okay. We turned in our heroic encounters. Oh, wait. Nope. Did not. Okay. What the heck am I doing here? Moss. Oof. Okay. Definitely wasn't near that one. But you know. Remember. Red lines and red circles are larger than they appear in this game. There's no moss here? Really? Oh, right. Very difficult to tell. Moss. Pretty sure there's one over here too. Yep. 6. Okay. That's not it. That ain't it, Chief. The no. Oh, I have to kill spiders. I didn't even look at that until just now. Yeah, we can probably do. Oh no, someone's already there. Don't kill it. I need it. Hooray. We can go kill the other thing. Did anyone start this? No? Okay. Neat. Oh, right. There's the second wave. Okay. Way to show up. Oh, I'm looking for arachnomancers. Okay, there are places. There's one here. Yep, there it is. There might be one over here sometime. No. There are only 4 places. If only I am not in combat. And then you go all the way up to, oh, I could do that. A rogue encounter too. Oh no, someone already cleared it. So now I have to change instances. Yep, Arachnomancer. Same quest. The best design ever. The only reason to go up that tower is not because it looks pretty. It's because the Arachnomancer is up there. So let's try again. We go over here. Where there might be one here. Okay. Oh, there were 2 there. Nice. And then we don't bother with anything else and just go to the tower. And then you switch instances again. It doesn't work. Go up here. There should be a chance at each spawn point, so you just go. You're looking for this guy with a staff. Okay. If you get lucky, you can find 3. But it's not guaranteed like that. Rip. You can even get unlucky. You can even get unlucky and get Death Weavers instead. And now you just run away. Yep. Oh, we do have to kill spiders though. Let's go grab spiders. Grab spiders while we wait for the instance change again. Sack. I think that's enough for instant change, right? Yeah. I actually think instance change should not be on the map. It should just be a like a screen button or something, or a regular mechanic. Something that's very easily accessible by one click. Something like that. It's a fundamental part of this game. not like hidden down here in the map section. Okay, we got that. Someone killed the... Oh, did I? Oh no, did I just come back to the same instance? Someone already killed it. So the chances are I'm gonna have to change instances again. Yep, that mob is dead. The chances of these ones up here respawn are unlikely. Oh, wait, hold. Oh, no, wait. Oh, there it is. Nice. At least they finished. Oh, wait, I need two, don't I? I doubt you count. Do you count? Could find out. I doubt it. Oh yeah, you totally don't count. Oh, nice. Repop. Wait. No, there isn't one here. Feels bad. I skipped it because I scanned earlier. Didn't really see any. Yeah, just change instance. Just keep changing instance until you find it. Wrong way. Unlucky. Going to the tower. Personally, I don't think this is intended. Wait. Someone's killing this? Neat. Oh, hey, there's arachnomancers on this encounter. Okay. We'll have to remember that. There's arachnomancers on that heroic encounter. We could use that too. It's relatively harmless. Jump down like this. Do this. Maybe I'll be done. I'll be close. We'll do like a queue or something. A few queues. Temple of the Spider. Seems like the edge lords, the gatekeepers require a masterwork gear set, weapon set, and raptors. Like I don't understand the raptor thing because most people's powers are capped at this point too. I get the masterwork thing. It's nice to have 10/10, I suppose. Imagine placing a barrier on an already barrier content. Admiral Roll Masterworks. So unless they're willing to give me it. Oops. Oh, you can cancel that. Nice. A Dreadnought has so much active frames behind their daily, they can cancel it with guard. Like a second after casting. Okay. Race for the 4th week completion. Oh yeah, and I guess the item level requirement is enforced now for this region starting today. Hopefully peeps manage to get to 50k. I'm actually not sure what the minimum what's the I should really look through how to what is the ideal I just canceled that because I hit the wrong button. What's the ideal route for 50k? Maybe I can do a route thing. Recruitment's over, so I can't do it that way. Okay. Keep forgetting that's the friend location. Where are you, Regis? Okay. Oh, I hit the wrong button again. All right. Onward ho. Okay. Surely we're close, right? I would say we're like at 90 or something. Maybe 92 again? I'm gonna guess 82. Because we don't have 10 from... Oh, but we do have a 25 from the rogue encounters. We might actually be pretty close. 52 plus 92 maybe. 62. 72. Oh, 72. Oh wait, plus 25. It'd just be one away. 97. Wait, do I get credit for talking to you? No. 97. Just gotta do one more. Boulettes and corrupted priest. All right. Ooh, wow. That's 4 of them. That's amazingly generous. Wait, so do you count? Let's find out if sovereigns count as priest. There are 2 of them in there, actually. Interesting. Oh wait, there's something else that counted. Actually, maybe I don't understand what counts. A flinger? No. Sprouts? It's none of those. Sovereigns do count. Oh, there are 2 sovereigns here. Okay. So anyone that like cast, I'm gonna get knocked off because poison stacks persist even though regeneration kicks in. Or it keeps you in combat, actually. So that's kind of even more lame. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That delay, though. That amazing delay. Oh, I think I just canceled that too. All right. We are good to go. Flap. 2.5 hours. We'll subtract like 15 minutes for the rant, I guess. It's not too bad. It'll be like 2.5 hours next week. I can make it shorter though. Do like All right. No, okay. Sorry, starting a group, might as well. End the day with some AD. Are you serious? They found 2 tanks? Oh. For nothing. Oh, we're looking for a guild around this time slot. I hope the healers sort out who's DPSing. Oh, there we go. Nice. Really quick. I guess we're gonna find out. Entirely sure the extra power is coming probably from someone. Dang it. Saw the blue swirlies. Holy heck, guys. Okay, someone bothered to hit it. It was weird for that guy to like randomly wanna back with me for that one. That was weird. What are the chances the other guy is using a heart? Using that muted class feature. Another crutched tank player. refuse to attack the boss. Well, yeah, I can barely attack the boss. Just one encounter difference. Yep. It's not me. That inability to generate threat. You guys got it, right? Ah, it's a guardian fighter. I saw a shield throw though. But definitely using challengers and though. Look, run. Yeah. Definitely worth. And there's some battle pass XP. This is still double. Oh, I'm not using double seals day. Yeah, I'll take a scroll. I don't really take the scroll anyway. Alright. Let's just queue up into a random and see what we got. Let's see who it is. Oh, Castle Ravenloft? Oh no. Oh. Ooh. Nice. Oh no, they're not that far ahead. Darn. I was really hoping for a freebie. Nope. Oh, nice. They're completing... Is it the second trap room? Oh, no, it's just the first trap room. Alright, so we still gotta do, like, the... Oh, wait. Do I get TP'd as well? Nice. That worked out so well. Good call on triggering the trap. Man, Wanted has a lot of people around this time. It's interesting. What are you? Hawks? Interesting. Interesting. I'm waiting until they like really change up the game here. Still waiting for that very divisive change to the game. And I'll probably have some fun. No, not like this. Well, I think I'm dead. Oh, hey, cool. I can freeze the dudes. Nice. Neat. Day I learned. Wizard OP. What the heck? Why did I stand in position there? What was that about? Nothing like the rogue overextending the dodge roll. Props to the rogue. Brave dodge roll into it. Honestly, I don't really care. I'll let them pick. I'm gonna say, hey, tank, get the middle one. Like, tanks always get the middle one. This is the two goobers that think that they can pain give? Probably. Better not harsh their vibe. They're posturing on who should get it because they're just two people about the same. So, hooray. Oh wait, they're not even. Oh, I see. Wait, did they actually fail? Oh, 3 people left. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, 2 people. Oh no, never mind. It's just Void. Void is the new player. Well. I think contrary to what people might be thinking about this, the tank should be getting the red buff, to be honest. You know. Whoa, dude. Calm down. You're taking butt shots. I don't know who our healer is. Oh, our healer is a DPS healer. I see. Oh, no. Never mind. Just kidding. Oh, our healer has to... Oh, that's kind of cute. Our healer has it. Appreciate the it's a shame I have the mob one. Rip. Feels bad, rogue. That attached to me? No? I don't know what that was attached to. Oh wait, is it attached to someone outside? Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Okay. Wrap it up, folks. Time to go. Please wrap up. Oh no, are we stuck because the orbs are in play? Oh, rip. Wait. Hold. Oh, okay. That's actually pretty troll. Alright. I haven't seen that before, where the green balls like leave the containment area. Nothing like sprinting when you don't have to. That was such a weird place for it to TP to. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Hit the dwarves. Or the Drugar? I forgot what they're called. Draga? Oh, heck no. Get out of here. We aren't doing that. Ooh, I got some screenshots from Foxy. Hold up. Now I gotta know if Foxy ended up finding Ysera. What the heck? Alright, fair enough. That is a dragon. No bug, please. Okay. Well, I don't think they fixed this bug yet. I don't think they will, but, you know. What the heck? How did that hit me through the wall? Excuse me, game. Someone is already talking about consume strategies. Seems our wizard is a little concerned. I think this group is fine. I mean, we don't really have a third, but it's sufficient. Yeah. The rogue is like, questionable. It's good enough though. Oh, it's the annoying one. I'll let them choose. The next trap is the annoying one. Okay, they have selected. Okay. This is where they do their shortcut keys, and I just run straight down the middle. Oh. Or generally choose. I like how they just wait. Like all the players just freaking wait. Can't even be bothered to be team players for such a simple task. Look at this. Like they just freaking wait. Worse is the rogue. The rogue is the most selfish player in this party. Oh, you have a 33% chance of finding the last one right on time, so you might as well just run right through it. Takes you less time to just dash back. Everyone plays the chicken game. No one follows the tank either. Oh, hey, look. Neat. I mean, if you're expecting me to pick you up because you wanted to face tank, that's unlikely. Can't pick you up. Get pushed away. Good job, wizard. The tank is not responsible for face tankers. Okay. You really switching loadouts? Starting to feel like you're griefing. Oh, the healer's first time. Nope. The answer is no. Not for this one. I guess there's the hand thing, right? Oh. Oh. Gotta ask the rogue, my friend. That is one squishy wizard, though. Okay, maybe I am a little concerned. For the souls in the third boss, but we'll see. I guess I'll bring out a T-Rex or something. A moat of soulfire. What the heck? Alright. Alright. I'm just gonna stand here. I always wait till all the pain givers walk through here. Yep. Oh hey, this guy did the same thing. I generally just stand here until they're done. Yep. Yep. The warlock just wasted all its all their overshield. Yep. Neat. Wow, no explanation? Okay. Here we go. Where are those souls? I think we got all of them. Yeah. Nice. No more artifact this time, though. We only need to get one of them down. Yeah. I just keep the other guys occupied while they hit the boss. There's no way the boss can untether from me anyways. Neat. Well, that was a quick one too. Oops. Bye. Alright. Pretty good. Just give me a scroll. Yeah. I will generally take a scroll. It's bad, man. Alright. One last thing to do. Event. Let's do the event quickly. And then I think that'll conclude the 4th week. Oh, rip. Hey, someone bringing back the chicken one. And the red vanity chest. Not bad, not bad. Kind of weird. What happened to your eyes? What the heck? Oh, maybe we won't find. This says a lot about the queuing system when people have to form event groups. Through LFG. Wait a minute. That's not him. No brave souls. Using the game's queue system. Hmm. Hmm. A little disappointing. Alright. I guess I'll try later. Alright, well. Yes, that's the conclusion for week 4. Next week, we'll hit the milestone and skip. I wonder what this milestone's for. There's a gap of 100. Anyways, next week will be probably the same. Alright, that wraps up week 4. Thanks for chilling. And I'll see anyone next week. Take care. See ya. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Bye.